Hello chat, the day is done. Make yourself at home, get your comfies on. Simp Mom's made some gifts for you. If you stick around, you can win some too. Every Wednesday, baking streams with treats that look divine. Every Saturday, cutting up with grown-up story time. We're hanging. We're hanging with Simp Mom. We're hanging with Simp Mom. We're hanging with Simp Mom. Hello chat, the day is done. Make yourself at home, get your comfies on. Simp Mom's made some gifts for you. If you stick around, you can win some too. Every Wednesday, baking streams with treats that look divine. Every Saturday, cutting up with grown-up story time. We're hanging with Simp Mom. We're hanging with Simp Mom. Keep your language clean and fair, or you'll be stuck in the thinking chair. You could get age slang. We're hanging with Simp Mom. We're hanging with Simp Mom. We're hanging with Simp Mom. Hello chat, the day is done. Make yourself at home, get your comfies on. Simp Mom's made some gifts for you. If you stick around, you can win some too. Every Wednesday, baking streams with treats that look divine. Every Saturday, cutting up with grown-up story time. We're hanging with Simp Mom. We're hanging with Simp Mom. Keep your language clean and fair, or you'll be stuck in the thinking chair. You could get age slang. We're hanging with Simp Mom. We're hanging with Simp Mom. We're hanging with Simp Mom.
Hello, everybody. How are you doing today? Hello, hello, hello. I am back in Minnesota. Oh, yeah, don't you know? Welcome to Simp Mom Bitch Slapping Club. It's the only one on Twitch. Hi, everybody. How you doing? I'm back. What a whirlwind that was. OMG. How's everybody doing today? Hey, we got some new folks out there. Wurtzy. Wurtz one. Hello, Ron Zek. We've got Hume. Oh, my God. A before E, except after C. Habina. And we've got Lunar. Hello, Lunar. Just one moment. C Lodge. Hi, everybody. Is everybody doing great? We got I am Chada. Oh, BT Truman. Hello, everybody. Baggy Sales. I was just watching Simply on the Alvea stream. Did you see that he got a waxed in his hairy chest? They had to, I think they did 5 strips. Oh my God. He's got a hairy chest. Not no moa. Yeah, hi, everybody. Yeah, what a great cause. If you get a chance, scoot on over. It's Brit, Britt, and pop in. Yes, didn't it look painful? Oh my God. Hello there, Sparkle Rainbow. Oh, what a nice name. Is it Sparkle or Sparky? Sparkle. Good name. Hi, everybody. I'm back in Minnesota, don't you know? Yeah. Um, a little bit of a whirlwind trip. My trip was cut short. My daughter-in-law, who I came down with to see Simply and see everybody, broke her leg while riding a Segway on the Segway trip. And so we came home earlier. Youch. Youch. I wish someone had security cameras because I think it would have been so funny. Why is it when people fall, it's funny? I mean, it just is. It just is. So get this, okay? I'm riding my Segway, first time ever. I got this, right? And it was great fun. As a matter of fact, I cannot wait to get on one again. When we go down to Arizona, I said to Simp Dad, I said, let's see if we can find a Segway tour because I want to do it again. Had a great time. And we're right to the end of our 2 hour tour. Our 2 hour tour. And then she got going so fast. And then she really crashed. She hit a road. The Segway hit a sign. She fell. She broke her leg at last. Gilligan's Island. All right. So, anyways, the guy says, go onto the road because we're going to be on a road now. Stay way to the right. And then we're going to come up. We're going to turn. We're going to be just about there. And all of a sudden, my daughter-in-law whips by me on the sidewalk. He didn't say anything about going on a sidewalk. She's going so fast. I'm thinking one of two things. One, she wants to see how fast these things can go. Hey, hello there, Lord Bobby. Thank you so very much for your sub. Lord Bobby's one of our mother loaders. Hey, come on and sit down. I'm talking about, yes, it's 15 months. It's a long time. Yeah, for you to be following this old bird. Thank you so very much. Welcome. Sip, mom, bitch, sipping up. So she's whipping by me. Two things I'm thinking. One, she's gonna see how fast she can make these go. During our whole trip, even Simply, who was an experienced Segway rider driver, never went that fast. And I'm going, oh my God, she's going so fast. Or there's something wrong. Well, we were kind of going uphill, and her instinct was to lean forward instead of lean back. So if she had leaned back, she would have slowed the puppy right down. She was all the way forward. And she went off the sidewalk, and when she went to the next curb, there was no slope. There was just a big ledge, and the Segway hit it, flew into a sign. She went flying. I heard the crash. Out of the corner of my eye, I heard it and saw it. You know how I'm like driving? And so I quick turned my Segway because I go, she's hurt. There's no damn way she's not hurt. And I turn my Segway quick, and I fall down, tip my Segway over, and I'm on the pavement. And I'm thinking, it's like I hit my hip, but it's like, hey, if my first instinct was, I broke my hip. Oh my God, I broke my hip because I haven't fallen. I can't remember last time. When's the last time you guys fell? I can't remember the last time I probably fell, 10, 15 years ago. And then I just go, everybody starts running toward me. And I'm going, no, we got to run toward her. So I jump up, pick up my Segway, and I go running toward my daughter-in-law. And she's like, I'm fine, I'm fine. And I'm like, no, there's no way. There's no flipping way she's fine. But we all got back on our Segways and we drove back to return the Segways. And she was sitting in the back seat, Simply was next to me. And as soon as we got in the car and shut the door out of earsight, I said, where do you hurt? And she showed me her leg, and below her knee, it looked like somebody put an orange. I mean, it was so swollen. I said, Simply, where's the nearest hospital? And so Simply got directions. And I knew it was broken. I knew, I'm a nurse. I knew it was broken, but I wasn't going to panic her. And I said, let's just get it checked out. Right. I knew it was broken. And so we got to go to, in Austin, was it Dell? Well, the closest place, like the downtown Austin, a hospital. We got to go there. And what we were going to do that night is because we did a lot of cooking and just having some fun at Missy's house. We were just going to relax that night because had a lot of cooking to do the next day and watch a movie. Well, I got to tell you, an intercity emergency room is more entertaining than any movie we could have ever watched. I went in there with her. I dropped her off and then I went to park and I said, I'll be right there as soon as I can get in there. And I see there's like 30 people in front of us. So I'm going, oh my God, I'm going to be here until May. She gets seen before Christmas, right? I mean, it was just swamped, right? And um, and I'll answer you guys back. So, anyways, we were in there, and I said, Alicia, let me see if I can find. We were out in the suburbs, and I wanted to see if there was a hospital in the suburbs because sometimes the hospitals out of ways aren't as busy. So I called the hospital in the town we were staying, and they said we can't tell you what the wait is. And I said, can you? And because they told us it would be 5 to 7 hours there. And I said, is it less? Just say, I said, we're in an intercity, inside the city emergency room. Would it be less than 5 to 7 hours? And he said, oh yeah. So I'm going, well, we're going. And then they took her back. And I'm looking around the room, and there's a man who's old man standing up, and his pants are falling down. And then he's going to me, you got to take me to the bathroom. You. And I'm just kind of, and then he got in an altercation with a man using racial slurs. And I thought that guy was going to jump up and clean his clock. So they got security in there. And then another guy called his wife because he fell off the house, and he had broke probably a close to a broken leg anyways. He was in a wheelchair. And he was telling his wife, he got so mad, he goes, I'm coming home to kill you. I'm coming home to kill you right now. And he's talking English and then another language, which I wasn't quite sure what he was talking. So I didn't get the whole gist other than he was going to clean her clock when he got there. And then we had somebody deranged just kind of pulling stuff out. And it's like, oh, geez, I could sit here all night. Hell's bells. This is better than any flipping movie. But I suspect many of the people in there were homeless. I suspect. But so we had some interesting stuff. And then they called us back, and then we got the really good stuff. We got to hear the ambulance is coming in with more people and what they were coming in with. And the first call we heard was a scooter, not a Segway, a scooter. You know, one of those ones. And he said, the man face planted. He's knocked out 3 teeth. He's going to need the plastic surgeon, some facial reconstruction. And so I said to the guy, I talked to one of the help there, and I said, do you see this a lot? He said, the number one cause of head injuries in Austin are those scooters. We had to wear helmets. So, we're good there. And while we were there, 2 more calls came in with people with severe head injuries from the scooters. So beware. You know what? If you're going to rent one of those scooters, they really need to make a helmet that's foam, that's not hard, but it's dense foam that you could collapse and pack with you. Something that's not big that would take up a lot of room, but a collapsible headgear that's going to protect everything and it stay on snug. But so that was interesting. And she's going to see the ortho at. Let me let the puppy in. Come on in, sweet pie. Come on in. Come on in. Yeah, good girl. Okay. So she's going to see the ortho guy on Thursday to see if she needs surgery. I don't think that she does. But so we came home with some good souvenirs. Yeah. And I got to say, I've never seen a better looking staff at a hospital. The men were outstanding. Thanks for your follows. The men were so good looking that it's like I wanted to say, well, I fell too, and I fell right here. And then if he got done looking at it, I said, well, maybe he wants to. Really, really, very, very, very sweet staff and very good looking staff. Usually don't get that together. But anyways, that was an interesting night. An interesting night. So how are you? How does one clean a clock? Oh, that means get the crap knocked out of you. I mean, isn't that kind of a weird way to say? Did you know I could buy 3,000 ladybugs on Amazon for 12? Well, why haven't you told me before? I need 3,000 ladybugs. Are they live or are they stickers? Only 12 bucks? Let's go. Segways are fun, but they can go a lot faster than you think. You got that right, Ratuda. You got that right. There's a lot of clock cleaning in this ER. Yes, there is. It was downtown Austin. I want to say Dell, Stetson, Sensen. I should look it up. But they were wonderful. And their security was like this. They were on stuff so quick. You can see how that could be a very dicey place to be. As a nurse, I was in peds on a med surge floor. Once in a while, they'd float me to the intensive care, not too often, but I was on a med surge floor. I did a lot of work in nursing homes with the old folks, and I'm a hospice nurse. And I just had one stint in the ER, and years ago, but not on a regular basis. But boy, that's looking back. That's probably where I should have went. I think that sounds like fun. The heck type? Yep. They have airbag helmets for motorcycles that might be a bit much for a school. They really do have airbag helmets? Wow. What am I making today? Hello there, Sparkle Rainbow. Okay. So, hey, Frank, I'm oh, there's somebody in the backyard. Hold on. You guys, hold on. Is it, who's back? All right, all right. No, no, please don't bark. Let me go get Simpy. I'll be right back. Come on. Hey, Claire. Claire? Come on. I think it's the deck guy. Okay. Frankie is the best dog, but boy, she's verbal. I have 3 dogs here, and Frank's the only one that's barking. And yes, what am I making today? I am making one of my favorite treats that's easy breezy. I've made it before on stream, but we have brand new neighbors. I'm in a 8-home cul-de-sac. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's Simp Dad. And the other night on Halloween, I met the brand new neighbors, and I said,
Yes, so the gate's not open, is it? Like,
"Oh, let him out." So we just had a deck put in, and they put the spiral staircase in today, and the man's over here to inspect it, and that's what all that noise is about. But one of my favorite things to in easy breezy, you guys are gonna love this, is I call them strawberry shortcake cupcakes. And what we're doing is we're doctoring up a cake mix. Doctor, to make it taste good. All right. And it's the easy thing, right? What I'm going to put, this calls for water, eggs, and oil. Well, hell's bells, not going to do that. I'm going to, instead of the water, I'm going to add whole milk, and I'm going to do eggs, and I'm going to add butter instead of the oil. So it's going to taste deliciously rich. Okay. Easy breezy, quick hack, works perfect every time. And then my favorite frosting in the whole world is strawberry. So we're going to take Trader Joe's freeze-dried strawberries. We're going to smash them in a gazillion pieces. And then my other 2 favorite ingredients, Philadelphia cream cheese and Land O'Lakes butter, and some confectionery sugar and some heavy cream or half and half, whatever I have. And we're going to make cupcakes. I was thinking about making a cake and decorating it, welcome here, but I said, this is the easy button. And then what I'm going to do is, well, actually, I'm going to freeze them until I'm done making. I'm going to make them some more gifts. Anytime somebody moves in the neighborhood, I try to find out the name of their kids and I try to make them some gifts. But presentation is everything. So I bought these at the Walmart, and this will hold 4 cupcakes. I got double-sided tape. See that? And I always have doilies around because they just make everything look so much nicer. And then I'll put 4 cupcakes in here with the top on. And then I'm going to get some fresh strawberries, slice them up, quarter them, maybe even 6 them. Put a 6 of a strawberry on top just to decorate it. And you're never going to taste a better frosting than this, guarantee. Trader Joe's. I've even seen the freeze-dried strawberries at Walmart. But I'm doubling the frosting because who doesn't like a lot of frosting, especially when there's cream, cheese in it? If you put this on dog food, I'd eat it. So that's what we're doing today. And I found she's got a little boy, and then the other new neighbor that's just been there a couple of months just had a baby. I don't know what she had, if she had a boy or a girl. So I whipped up a couple of bibs, and you guys know these are bibs I designed with a pocket that always stays open. So I just and they're reversible because I have a special machine that puts a fancy edge on them. See, ta-da! And the pocket always stays open. So whenever they're eating, it goes down here. What the hell good is a bib if there's nothing to catch everything, right? And I have a machine that does a really nifty edge. Can you see the different, see how pretty that is? So I made some girl bibs and some boy bibs out of what I had. A lot of times I have a lot more fabric, but I just didn't have a lot. This is for a boy. Look at that, how cute. So I kind of mixed them up, kind of cute. And then I had vehicles. Yeah. You know, you kind of, I try to stay away from white ribbon because it stains. And dark colors, not so much. But on this one, I put white because it looked good on it. And then you just whip the pocket around and you really have two bibs in one. It's a design I came up with in the middle of the night. And then it just, they'll never wear out. So anyways, I've got that. And then I'm going to make some, I'm designing some hand towels for their guest bathrooms. So, and then so Dad and I will go meet the new folks. We got a doctor. We got a doctor in the neighborhood. Yahoo! Hopefully won't. No, no, a female doctor. And not a female, a gynecologist doctor. A female gynecologist doctor. Okay. But anyways, so yeah, that's what I'm doing, is doing that. I'm also making gifts for, I don't know if you guys are watching when I was on Mizzy's stream, I'm gifting the people that gifted the most subs. And they're whining. Mike, I love it. I absolutely love it. Oh man, it's more beautiful than I ever thought it could be. I can't. Oh, it's wonderful. It's wonderful. Yeah, we have the spiral deck put in, and it's it. I didn't know what it would look like, and it's like, wow, it looks really nice. You can run down this one. Some of them are so tight, and you get scared going up them. Not this one. Okay, so what do we have here? You're enjoying your D's nuts hat. I thought you got it. Yahoo! Yay! I have a couple hats already made, but guess what? I just found some cheaper hats, because I know a lot of you fellas aren't crazy about pink hats. So either the end of this week or next week, I'll have black hats. And I ordered 24 because I want to see the quality that they are. And because these are I've got almost 100 of these left. These are they're red and white, but they look pink. And so I've got some. I have just this. Wow, I go through a lot of hats. So I'm going to be putting, and Rhoda loves to do hats. Thank heavens, because Bertha did not. Bertha's the name of my other machine. Hats can be very tricky. And if my machine was going to screw up, it was going to be on hats, but Rhoda will do them all day long. I even made 100 hats for Games Done Quick, but he decided not to go. And so I should have went anyways and passed out the hats. And they're the cheaper hats, but they're still a hat, that's embroidered. So yes. Yes. Hello there. First time Jonas, long lost fake sister. Now there's a name you're not going to forget. Hey Dandos, how you doing? Who else we got here? A rock machine. Lauren, how are ya? Truman, Stosis, Baggy Sales, how are ya? And Rotuta. Yes. So anyways, let's get cracking. All right. So what I'm first going to do is I've got the oven on, and I'm getting a new stove. Not this year. Mizzy's being in Miss Gift's house has spoiled me. Has ruined me. Has spoiled me. Did you guys watch the Mizzy stream? Did you guys watch that? I was so tired. You know what? I should apologize to Mizzy. I was not great content because I was so tired. We didn't get out of the emergency room until like 2 in the morning. And then I didn't fall asleep till 4 in the morning. Then I had to be up at a few hours later. So I was dragging this old ass all day. So I should apologize. I was not good content because the shopping stream was great. Listen, what you guys don't know, well, maybe you know, is that I'm so protective of the streamers, Mizzy and Alinity and Maya and Chubby and all those wonderful Emmy, and Simply. I'm very protective of them. So when we went out shopping and we pulled in, I said, oh, there's a Hooters. Let's go. There was no Hooters there. I just wanted to throw people off the track that might want to come out. And so that's why I kept even talking about going to Hooters. There was no Hooters there. I just wanted to make people think we were somewhere else. Um, because I was thinking about it the night before and thinking about how, someone could come in and flash and get us all doxxed. They could get us banned or say something and get us banned. And so that's when I had that plan all along. As soon as I went, because I know where we were going, and I knew where there was Hooters in a similar store location somewhere else where we were going. And that's why it's like, oh, Hooters, let's go for a drink. Come on, I've never been to Hooters. And I kept talking about Hooters. There was no Hooters. And then when Miz came out, he's like, maybe you meant Hallmark, because I didn't tell him I was doing that. I did not tell him that I was doing that. And I think he might have thought there was a Hooters there too, but it was just to keep everybody safe. Keep everybody safe. It would be, but if you mess with me, I might be old, but Cynthia will always say she can take care of herself. I can reduce a 6-foot man to the floor in minutes. We had to learn self-defense because when I was a nurse with developmentally delayed, violent people, we had to know how to turn around, put our knee in, and bring them down to the floor. And I can do that to it. And somebody dared me, when you can't do that. And I had them spun and down to the floor before they knew it. It's the element of surprise because you don't see it coming. And it's quick. We practice for hours and hours and hours and hours. So it's like, if anybody came at us, this is who they got, because I would step in front of the other guys. I've lived my life. I would absolutely protect. And I've been robbed at gunpoint before. All right. So you're not going to scare this old broad. Nope. But anyways, so couldn't tell I was tired. Oh, Bism, you're so sweet. I would have been much more animated if I wasn't so tired. Yes, Mism doesn't like, they can be very, very dangerous. And I respect that. And, well, the thing is that I would love to meet people, but I would be afraid that somebody with some of the stuff that's been going on, there might be in the back of my mind someone up to no good. And that was that, you worry about those. I would love to meet, I've met somebody yelled, "Hey, stepmom," I was going down the airport one time. I mean, I would be happy to meet you absolutely out in public. But I was concerned about, for one thing, protecting the integrity of the stream, and protecting Maya and a chubby, and it just was important to me. And I was like looking around at the people in the store, and fortunately the camera's so small that if you're not looking, I mean, the store manager got it right away that we were filming, and that's why he was so helpful and he was wonderful. We should have, but you know what? I would have had more fun at the Walmart. The Walmart has a better selection than the Bed Bath and Beyond we were at. Walmart has a hit, and then I could have bought 3 times the amount of stuff. But it was you can beat me up. Anyways, that was and I think I lost a little bit of a sleep that night with knowing the IRL, because in my mind I've got to protect Mizzy and Chubby, and Alinity was supposed to come to at all costs, and just but that's why I kept saying Hooters. Let's go to Hooters. It's right there. Hooters. Yes. Okay. Sometimes I can think on the spot. Oh, there's Patsy. Is she here? Hey, it's Pats. Hey, how you doing there, sister? How you doing? Patsy, my sister looks at it. I have to make a label for your what, and I will. Sinbad Patty could beat me up. No, you can't. Well, no. See, she's taken the same self-defense I have. So we would be, even though she's this tall. No, Patsy's under 5 foot. And I'm 5'4" and she's under 5 foot. We actually, because we both have extensive training, it would be a good one, Patsy. I still put my money on me because I got 4 inches on you. But yeah, that's my sister. That's my sister, you guys, that say she can beat me up. My sister that looks good naked. Yahoo, Yahoo. Okay, so let's get going. You lost at the casino? Oh no. We like to go to the casino. That's where we exercise. It's a senior. We just, you know what, you guys, it's like dinner and a movie to us. Going to the casino, we only bring in the money we want to donate because you're not gonna walk out with that car. Although my sister won a car, my other sister won a car, but the odds of that are big. You just say, you know what, I got $20, I got $25 that I'm not gonna miss. But at your age, you guys put that $25 in your 401k. Don't you be gambling. You wait till you get to my age and do some fun. What are you laughing at? Said Dad. Okay, so what we're gonna do is make some cupcakes. I got the oven going, and yes, hello there, Fake Reezy. How are you? Hello from Germany. Hello, Frizio. How are you? I just sent a gift to Germany. I just sent a gift, and I have got a lot of gifts to make. That's okay. Gives me something to do. All right. So what I'm going to do is we are going to dump in, like I told you, this is what it calls for, right? It calls for water, eggs, and vegetable oil. No, we're not doing that. Hey, did you guys watch Simply getting that A on his chest? We were just talking earlier about that. Oh my God. You can't screw these up. My daughter-in-law, when we were down in Missy's house, she found a recipe to take a box of spice cake mix and a can of pumpkin puree, pumpkin pie, not the pie mix, but just the pumpkin, and you mix those two ingredients together. And it was pretty gosh darn good. Pumpkin cakes with 2 ingredients. Spice cake mix and a can of pumpkin. It was delish. I was gonna make the spicy skulls that we made a few weeks ago, but she said there's a man on TikTok that does old recipes, and sometimes they come out good, sometimes they don't. We did that one, and it was like 2 ingredients. They were delicious, spongy. I would have thought they would have needed eggs or something, but they did not. So if you have someone with an egg allergy, likes pumpkin, let's go. Okay, so I'm dumping in this, and I have the 3 eggs. Look how nice and orange these are. Compliments of Nellie's eggs. Gonna dump everything in and give it a mix. And this is whole milk. Doesn't that sound a lot better? Milk and butter instead of oil and water. Oil and water. No, none of that. But I'm making a cake that has more substance and a little better for you. And let's go. Okay. What do you guys got for me? You've never had pumpkin cake before? I love pumpkin. Experienced few trick-or-treaters this year. Where have all the kids? Where have all the children gone? Long time waiting. In our neighborhood, when I moved here, we all had kids the same age. And Simply was among the youngest. And Simply's 25 now. Most of the neighbors have sold their houses and moved on. We're never going to sell. I'm going to die in this house. Well, not anytime soon. Well, please. But I love it here. So out of the, what did I say, 8 or 9 houses on this cul-de-sac, only 3 original remain. Myself, my neighbor next door, and my neighbor a house and a half down this way. But the new people coming in all have kids. So I got to do trick or treat. Hey, guess what I did? You guys want to see what I bought at Walmart? Use applesauce instead of oil. That works too. Yes, yes, yes. So, let me show you what I bought at Walmart. I can't bring it all in, but I'll bring in some of it. It's all candy. It's all candy. I bought the day after Halloween. Walmart puts their candy to half price, but you got to get there before 10 o'clock in the morning. And so I bought. There's 2 more bags of it too. That's for me for tonight. I'm gonna eat it all. No, wait a minute. I'll be right back. I bought I bought $50 worth of half price candy. What was the best costume from the local trick or treaters? An astronaut. An astronaut. Cute. Yeah, they had like the white suit with the flag, and it was very cool. There's twofold reasons why I bought that candy. One is which is that some of you might win a Christmas stocking, and you'll have candy in it. A lot of times I'll send candy down to the streamer house, but the place where I use the most of the candy is I teach embroidery in Arizona. And I have 3 tables, 3 big tables, and I put candy on each table for the my students or anybody that comes to embroider. It's just fun. It's like, because sometimes you need a little piece of chocolate, right? Isn't chocolate a food group? It ought to be. I always forget about the candy sale, Mark. I know it. It's half price. In the shelf life, it's almost good till next Halloween. I should look at one of the bags. But anyways, um, it's the best way to buy candy when you want to buy a lot of it. But it's gone by 10 o'clock. If you don't get there before 10 o'clock, because people are like me, they have their cart full of candy. Would you know if getting anything besides a KitchenAid would be worth it? Really want to pull the trigger on $100 mixer. Miss has got, I think, a quasi expensive mixer. It's a piece of shit. And I know he said he spent almost $200 on it. It's a piece of shit. What I would do is once in a while squirrel away some money. Squirrel. I wish KitchenAid would sponsor me and I could give away at KitchenAids, because I have this one and I have 2 in Arizona, a big one and a little one, because sometimes when I'm baking for the masses down there, it's easier to use the big one. When I'm just making something for Simp Dad and I, it's easier to use the little one. But I have 2 of. Where are you located? I taught embroidery. Yes, Echo Motion. Yes, I down where I play with kids my own age down in Arizona. Um, I started. They had 2 embroidery machines, very old embroidery machines in the box. No one knew how to use them. And 7 years ago, when I went down there, I said, well, I know how to use it. And so I started. I'm just going to. Yeah, let's go to it. Um, I started an embroidery group, and I was using the main room where they do quilting and everything else. They have regular sewing and quilting. Well, it got so popular that they said, well, we can't give you more than 1 day here. And it's like, well, because we have to use the room for other things. And so I said, well, then I have to turn people away, because I cannot fit the new people, the beginners, the intermediate, and the advanced in 1 day. I can't do it. And when I had 2 machines. So the park called me in and said, we've got a room for you. I said, what? Design it any way you want. So my very first student, who is now the co-leader, husband is a physicist. How about that? I even said it right? Well, he knows numbers, and he took that room and used every square inch of it that he could. And so now I have 5 embroidery machines that the park owns, and we've probably had over 50 or 60 people learn embroidery down there, and I head it up, and I teach now. I've trained people enough to teach the beginners. I have 1 teaching the beginners, 1 teaching the intermediate. I take the advanced, and then I teach software. Because once you get to a certain point, you've outgrown all the designs on your machine, and you want to do some design work. And if you've seen some of the prizes I give away, like I did Ms., I've done, Mrs. Face, and I can digitize. I can do a lot of things on there. But anyway, so is it the long answer or the short answer? But so yes, I do teach it down there, and I had a men's group, which I'm going to resurrect again this year because they were so much fun. And then I bake for the advanced class gets fresh baked goods every week, and the men's group gets fresh baked goods every week. And I feed them, but there's always candy. So yes, it's a fabulous hobby that will pay for itself. You had a brother a couple months ago. Yeah, if you need any help, let me know. Because I'm self-taught, but I was determined. And the reason that I got into embroidery, believe it or not, was those bibs that I showed you. I was going to make a business out of that. But I can't turn a profit on anything because I'd rather give stuff away. So I am not a good business person. I'm a good creative person in the background, but I'm not a good business person because it's like if somebody said, "Oh, I can't afford," "Oh, here, have this." Well, and Cynthia had always said, "You get what you pay for." I mean, he's a believer um in getting buying decent stuff that it doesn't break. And so the KitchenAid, my Patsy was the first one in the family to own a KitchenAid. And I just thought she was just a little too fancy. I thought a regular hand mixer would do. But boy, when you got this bad boy, and it makes the best mashed potatoes ever. And my best hack, if you're holding a Thanksgiving dinner and you got a bunch of people, if you got a KitchenAid, well, first what you do is you butter your crock pot and turn it on with butter all around it. And then when you make your mashed potatoes, I throw them in here and I heat the milk, and I use half and half and butter. So I heat it really hot so that it doesn't cool down the potatoes, because mashed potatoes are the best when they're good and warm, hot, right? And then I dump them all in the crock pot and it keeps them warm. And then that frees more time for you to make the gravy. Because you've got that all, you can make them a little bit early. Not a lot early, but a little bit. It's pizza out of your house, really? You, the KitchenAids, like I'd be lost. I've done so many weddings that I would be lost, absolutely lost without a KitchenAid. I want to do some precision baking, and I plan to very shortly. Because AJ, my editor, bought me a sifter that goes on there, and I love it. It's fun. It's like a game. Shame. Okay, some of these look a little lean. That finished that you look a little like you need a little more. I'm not paying attention. I'm just kind of scoop, 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 and simply spray. That hurts. That waxing. You guys been waxed? That hurts. I do have a story about that. Many of you, if you've been following me, have heard this story, but it's a classic. I'm going to give a little wiggle. Hopefully they rise at the same time. Let's go in this oven that I bought that I don't like. I told Missy, I'm going to take your oven. I'm just going to, if you guys are listening, I'm just going to get a blow up picture. I'm going to take a picture of his oven, blow it up life size, pull the oven out, put that up there. He goes, well, we won't know it's gone until you come back. He's so cute. I just love Miz. I just love Miz. Him and Maya need to get back on the horse again. Horse. Miz is doing good. Missy's doing good. You have built a brick oven in your backyard. Where do you live? I want some pizza. I want some pizza. I love good pizza. You don't get good pizza in Minnesota. They, it's iffy. It's iffy. You get really good pizza in New York because of the Italian influence. We did our DNA test. Patsy actually did the DNA, and I figure I've got the same DNA. We look so much alike that we got to have the same, pretty much the same everything. So she did it, and really no surprises. We're half Northern Italian, almost Austrian up by the border. And then my mom is my mom is half Scandinavian and half English. But when Simp Dad did his DNA, his ancestry, hello there, who do we have? Corgi, hi Corgi, how are you? Thank you so very much. Welcome to Simp Mom's Bishop Cup. Here's my Corgi girl. When Simp Dad did his DNA, he had heard for years that he was part American Indian. I said, oh, how cool is that? And so he did his DNA. His folks had passed at this time when he did the DNA, and he found out that he was 15% Greek. Oompa! He had no idea. Bah! And no American Indian. No American Indian. Surprise, surprise. All right, let's go in. Oops, let's put you on. So how's everybody doing today? How's everybody doing? Hello, hello, hello. Hello. They wouldn't even notice without the picture. I Truman. Mizzy, I tell you, that is the kitchen to cook in. And because of Mizzy's that was easy for me to say. Because of Mizzy's kitchen, Simp Dad has agreed that we are going to get a gas stove. Because this is a new oven, and it's a piece of poop. It doesn't cook evenly. And to me, the whole idea of having a convection oven is that it cooks evenly, and this one does not. So I am looking forward to getting. I couldn't believe gas. I couldn't believe when I was at Mizzy how everything cooks so well with gas. I just love it. It makes cooking fun. So that'll be fun. You're doing better? Advocate, how are you? So what's we got going on there? Corgi. You love gas? Yeah, you know, my mom always, I grew up with electric. Patsy loves gas. She, I guess, had one of her first preference, right, Patsy? She had gas, and she's a complete convert, and her home has gas. And it's more fun to cook. It's easier too. Hello there, Melon Lord. Thank you so very much. Welcome. The one, the only Sip Mom Bitch Slapping Club. Here, I'll give you one. There you go. You're here to volunteer to be the cookie taster. Cupcakes today. Ever thought about getting an, oh God, what's an AGA? What's an AGA? I was looking at the Z-Line appliances. Does anybody know anything about them? Hello there. Age cooker. AGA cooker. What's it do? Mom, hi. Mom, Sarah, how you doing? Who else is in here? Did I say hi to everybody? This is the best part about having a smaller stream is because you can talk to everybody. I just love it. You sacrifice my figure and eat them all. Well, this would be the cupcake that's worth eating. This would absolutely. When you put strawberries, cream cheese, and butter together, come on, right? So what I'll do, well, I can wait. Let's chat for a little bit. Oh, let's chat. Let me get a chair. Let me get a chair. Pull the chair. But I had so much fun with Mizzy down there. I mean, he's so good. He's so good. Let me get close up where I can read. There we go. Slow cookers are good for one. Thought about getting a crock pot. You know, the thing is that even with one person, you can freeze stuff. If you've got a freezer space there, make enough for several more meals. Because you might come home and go, oh, I don't feel like cooking. Oh, wait a minute. I've got spaghetti and meatballs in the fridge, the freezer. I freeze everything I bake. The pizzelles, believe it or not, the pizzelles 6 months later taste like the day you made them, crisp and delicious. I wanted to get Ms. a pizzelle maker. I even my daughter-in-law we even went to the Goodwill to outfit his house. We bought before we were went to Bed Bath & Beyond, we bought a couple of pot holders. Well, they were new, but they were at the Goodwill. A couple of pot holders and a bread pan at the Goodwill. Many of the pans in Mizzy's house are compliments of the local Goodwill. Oh, that's nice of you to say. I just love Mizzy because we both go back and forth, and he knows he can throw anything at me. And it's like we're playing ball together, and I'll whip it right back to him. And I had a lot of fun with him. Did you like the shirt I made him? It said, did I take a picture of it? Did you guys see the shirt I made him? I've not seen. I don't know if that's terms of service or not. I've not seen the rebroadcast. Like sometimes he puts stuff up on YouTube, but I've never had. I like the food you made, Emaru. Yeah, I made her breakfast, and I made breakfast potatoes. I've got a great recipe for breakfast potatoes. Hachabi! Hachabi! Everybody move over. Hachabi is one of my most favorite people in the whole wide world. Come on, everybody move over. We got ratings. Hachabi, how was your stream? I said to him, I was telling my daughter-in-law, and she goes, "Well, who's Hachabi?" And I said, "You're gonna meet her." And I said, everybody should have a Hachabi. She is the most delightful, enjoyable, entertaining streamer person there is. And hopefully Hachabi's going to come to Minnesota. Come next year, Hachabi, so that you can be in the backyard because I've got a pool and a sports court. We got all kinds of stuff back there. So come, don't come in the winter because you'll be like this. And we're not here. We're down in Arizona playing with kids our own age. So Chubby, come to Minnesota next summer, okay? Come spend a month here with me. We'll have some fun. I'll teach you how to do embroidery, and we can do baking. And you can teach me how to make your food, and I'll teach you how to make my food. Hi, come on, everybody, come on in. Hello, 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 and welcome. We are making strawberry cupcakes today. Hello. I don't know if I can say, I would like to say hello to everybody. Who do we got out here? We've got Apple and YouTube and Nazel and Shibby and Chuke and Nazu and Benny and oh my goodness, Zacharias and Villaminer and Benny. Wow, lots of people. You guys move over. Make sure you're giving them room. Welcome to Sip Mom's Bitch Slapping Club. Yahoo. Right. So my daughter-in-law met her chubby and she was mesmerized. Her chubby's got a special charm. She just does. She just does. I told her if cuteness was a crime, we'd have to put her on death row because she eludes it. I mean, it's just I've never met another person like her. I've never and not this past time, but the time before when I went down, I asked her if she would stream on come on my stream, and I taught her how to make roses, frosting roses, and she was such a delight. And so, if you aren't following Chubby, go follow Chubby. How are you? Is Chubby in there? Are you here? The trouble with streaming is that when you're done with the stream, you kind of want to go, oh, I gotta go decompress. So go decompress because I'm sure you put on one heck of a show. Yes, she's so sweet. Who wouldn't love her? I want one. She would almost fit in my suitcase. She never rates, really? You follow her, Chubby? She was doing, when she was back home, she was going to do a flip in the middle of the street somewhere. And I'm thinking, because there are some people that are wonderful gymnasts that you just don't know they have talent. And I'm thinking, what if she falls and hits her head? Or, I'm the mom, I'm thinking, oh. And she just went out like she was going to do it. And then she just pretended like she was going to do it. But she's something else, Chubby. Chubby is watching. Chubby, I love you. Come to Minnesota. Put it on the calendar for next summer so that you can come in my backyard. And you can stream back there, all kinds of good stuff. I have a spare bedroom upstairs. I'll teach you all kinds of fun stuff. Come next summer, okay? By the time you leave here, you'll be able to embroider. There isn't a cupcake that you won't be able to. Oops, I want to burn mine. They're going for the neighbors. Oh, let me give them a little spin around. They're looking good. See, you shouldn't have in Mrs. house. There is no spinning anything around because his oven cooks it perfectly. This one does not. But yay! Do I have a pool? Yeah, I don't know if the camera will. Let me see. If I can show you. not only do we have a pool, you could be naked there because we're in the woods. Let me see. I don't know how far this will go. Oh, probably not far enough. Can you see back there? We're all woods. I just can't take this any further, I don't think. Let me see. Let me try and take it a little more further. Hold on. Don't look at my messy house. Okay. I can go to here, to here. But back there, there's a pool. And then we got woods. Huge pool. And we just put a spiral staircase in. I don't think you can see it. Can you see it there? The guy just finished it today. There's a hot tub. Can you guys see? Sorry, probably now you're gonna need your distress bags to throw up in because I probably had the camera going. Can you see that? Well, let me tell you about that backyard. There's a little history about that. When we moved here, it was just woods. We're on the top of a hill, no backyard. There's like a kind of a swing set back there that you could barely get to because the ground was so uneven. And we moved to Minnesota for hubby's job. He left my family and all my friends and moved here for his job. And let me just make sure. I don't want these to. A couple more minutes, just another minute. So we were here. We moved the whole family, lock, stock, and barrel, to Minnesota for hubby's job. And 5 years after we moved here, maybe it was less than 5, right? Christmas week, he came home. He goes, "I lost a job." First, they told he survived 25 layoffs, and Christmas week he lost the job. And it was like all the parties were planned, the gifts were bought, and he's a breadwinner. I'm a hospice nurse. I don't make pittance, but I love what I do. But I could not support this family on what I make. And so it was, wow, okay, let's pivot. Sometimes, like I tell you guys, many times you can't control what happens to you, but you have 100% control over how you respond. Simply's mom or Simp Dad's mom always taught him to pay your bills, pay them on time. If you can't, make a phone call, pay something, pay anything to keep your credit up. So we had outstanding credit. So for 2 years, we got up over $100,000 in credit card debt. I mean, we slimmed down everything. Trust me, there was no frivolous spending. I'm not frivolous anyways. I'm the goodwill girl, right? Okay. So he would float all the debt. We'd get these offers in the mail, 0% interest, give us your debt. So he bounced it around like a ping pong ball. No one knew he was out of work. 0% interest, free, transfer your balances. So he just bounced everything around. Well, then he said, no, he couldn't jobs. He was in his 50s, and when they can hire somebody with an MBA and pay him half of what he was paid or a fraction of what he was paid, he was getting no, no, no all the times. But we're optimistic. We're optimistic people. Door shuts, window opens. Always believed it. So he said, "Deb, what if I start my own company?" And I'm like, "Hey, well, what are we going to do for health insurance while you're doing that? Because hospice would only pay for my health insurance, not the family's." And so you think just one more second. So anyways, I left the family and went back to New York and got my old job back because I was 7 months away from retirement from working for the state. So that was the hardest thing I ever had to do was leave my family for 7 months because we didn't have the money to travel back and forth to see each other. There wasn't any money. We were just in debt. And he started his own company. And then he said, "Deb, I need you to be my event planner." It's like, I don't know anything about event planning, but I can learn. Damn it, I can learn, right? If I can fly an airplane, I'd be able to figure this one out, right? And so I became his event planner. Well, his association rose like a phoenix. And the backyard, we worked so hard. I worked 2 jobs. I've worked 2 jobs 2/3, but probably 3/4 of our marriage, I've worked 2 jobs. Okay. And raised a family. But that hard work got us that backyard. So you guys, you're only limited by yourself, right? If it's meant to be, it's up to me. You can make it happen. Here was an opportunity that he had a wonderful job. I liked my job, but you know what? We would not be retired. We'd still be working. You know, I'm going to be 68. We would still be working if he still had that job. So door shuts, window opens. Sometimes when it seems like things can not get any worse, all of a sudden the ray of sunshine comes in. And he was meant to run an association, and he just rose like I said, like a phoenix. So yeah, yes, it was an association. It was a sales association that he ran. Darkened before dawn. You're right. You're right. And Sip Dad will say, if it's meant to be, it's up to me. So make it happen. Just pivot in life. We're not going to have chapters where we win the lotto and the ice cream man comes every day and gives us ice cream. And we're going to have hard times sometimes. But you just have to believe in yourself and don't give up. Don't give up. Be like a young tree that will bend but not break. I mean, we are so thankful for and we kept it with the kids. It's like we never put adult problems on little shoulders. We shielded our kids from, oh, daddy lost it, but that's no problem. Daddy will get another one. I mean, kids can't handle adult problems. So it was always business as usual here. We were always upbeat and happy. You know, behind closed doors, you know, we believed in each other. We knew that we would weather the storm. And not only did we weather the storm, look at the backyard that would have never been there. Right? So believe in yourself. Please, please, please believe in yourself. You can make your dreams come true. Right? Yeah. How many kids? 4, but we wish we would have had 3 or 4 more. If I'd have met Sip Dad when I was 30 and he was 29 when we met, or I was 31, he was 30. I'm the cougar. And we met younger, we would have had 6 or 8 kids. We have 4. Yes. We love our babies. Okay, look at this. Yummy. Yahoo. Okay, I'm going to flip these out so that they cool faster. Then we're going to make some frosting. You guys are going to love this. And then Sip Dad and I we're going to go buy a lotto ticket. It's up to a lot of money. Who knows? Somebody's got to win, right? Somebody's got to win. But believe in yourself, people. Like I said, many times you can't control what happens to you, but you have 100% control over how you respond. And we worked hard. We worked so hard because we ran events around the country. And, but some wonderful things came from that. My sister, Patsy, has a best friend who was an event planner for a big company. And she's telling me, hey, when you negotiate, tell them you want the presidential suite. I said, what? She goes, yeah, make them throw in the presidential suites in it. And I'm like, really? So that I got savvy with that. And in Chicago, I stayed in the same room. Hubby and I, that Lady Gaga stayed in the same suite. In the bathroom. Oh my God, the bathroom's got to be 30 feet by 30 feet, maybe 20 feet by 20 feet. And in the middle of the bathroom is one of those huge tubs, those huge sculpture tubs in the middle of the bathroom. It had a 6-person sauna. I mean, I grew up on a farm, right? I didn't know there were rooms like this. And then we have to act like oh yeah, business as usual. When Sip Dad and I are going, we have to act like we didn't just fall off the turnip truck. But oh my God, it was something else. It was something else. How did we meet? You don't remember the story? Oh man. Hello there, grief. Yes. What's the first thing you do if you won? The first thing I do if I won lotto is I'd want to help people. I would want to help people. So if I won that lotto, I would start a company that just help people, whether it's help you pay off your mortgage, help you. I'd like to get the homeless people off the street. I really would. I would like that people that were abused had a safe haven. I mean, I would do so much good with the money, so much good, because I'm happy with what I have here. I mean, that money, I could change people's lives. And how fun would that be to make a difference? There would be no yacht. There would be no fancy cars. There would be nothing, no fancy clothes, wouldn't be anything like that. Just to be able to help, maybe go down to Florida and see who's really struggling down there after that hurricane, and say, here's 50 grand, see what you can do with this, and just pass out 50 grand after 50 grand after 50 grand, you know, because whatever you give back out, you get back. When you give off positive, it comes right back for you. So, yes, I know the homeless people. Well, there's a reason why many of them are homeless, and a lot of times it's mental illness, but they still deserve a warm place to sleep and food. They all do. Even the folks that are addicted, they deserve to try to turn their lives around, and that would be nice to be able to offer that. That would make me happy. I would like that. And then what would I buy Simp Dad? He's got it. He's got me. What the hell else does he need? He doesn't need anything else. He's got me. But I did. I wanted to share this with you. Every time I find something kind of interesting, I'm going to pull these out so that they chill a little faster, and then we'll make up this delicious frosting, and I'm going to eat half of it. So I put on 5 pounds when I get on the scale tomorrow. That's okay. It's worth it. Okay. I found this little thing. Talking about winning money, and it was on. Sometimes there's some really good stuff on Facebook, and I live in Finland, been homeless 5 years. Things got much better here. Oh my goodness. Are you doing okay? Are you doing okay now? Oh, Heavenly Tinkers, thank you so much. Heavenly Tinkers. I found this, and it says before you buy a bunch of stuff for family and friends this holiday season, try asking them what they really need. I mean, does anybody need another Yankee candle, even though they're lovely? But I mean, what do they need? I mean, what a concept. My kids know that I like gifts from the heart, meaning something they create with their hands, something that eh, they write. Simply, one of my favorite Christmases of all is when Simply wrote each of us our own song, and that was like, wow. You don't need to spend money. So this is pretty good. It says maybe they need help with the utility bill, a car payment, or the rent. Maybe they need a kid-free night and could use a free babysitter, right? Maybe they need a night off from cooking and could use a homemade meal. Maybe they need help with gas for their car. Maybe they just need a night out with friends. Maybe they need a cup of coffee and someone just to listen. Maybe they need help making the holidays bright for their children. Maybe they need help in some other way, but they either don't know how to ask for help or are too embarrassed to ask. Maybe you could be the one to give them what they really need this season rather than just some more stuff. How about that? Is that cool or what? So think about that, you guys. I mean, when you're gifting someone, maybe it's grandma, and grandma, I'm going to come. I'm going to bring you homemade cookies, and I'm spending the afternoon with you. Or I mean, just time. Giving your a gift of time is good. Is a dude coming up? Is true. True. That's why you listen all year long for when she goes, "Oh man, did you see that? That's the prettiest thing I've ever seen." I mean, you listen for cues. You watch that maybe her socks look like that they've been worn, and she likes a particular kind of sock. Just eyes and ears. Just because it is hard. Because a lot of us have so much, and what do we need, right? I remember one year. This is funny. Our first Christmas together, I said to Simp Dad, and I met him through a dating service, right? My girlfriend dragged me there. I was doing okay, but I wasn't meeting Merriman. I took up flying. and at the airport it's mostly men. So I was meeting some really cool guys, but not really the marrying type, right? But anyways, I said to Simp Dad, it not. I said, "Oh my God, I could use a bigger purse." He didn't ask me what I wanted for Christmas, but I just kind of blurted out because I was trying to stuff some things into my purse, and I said, "Oh, I could use a bigger purse." He remembered that, and come Christmas, there's this huge box under the tree. Our first Christmas together. I open it up and I go, "Oh, luggage." He goes, "No, it's a purse." I'm like, "A purse?" You know the mailmen, you know those leather satchels that they carry that they put all the mail in? It was like one of those. I could have put every purse I ever owned in it. I couldn't, I mean, it was like when I meant bigger purse, I meant I meant like, here's my purse like this, not this. If I filled up that purse, I wouldn't be able to carry it. It was the biggest thing. Well, he didn't know. I mean, it's good for him for trying. He also bought me a winter jacket, and somehow he picked the right size and something that I wore until it was rags. Basically, he did such a good job with that. That's what I needed. But my mother laughed so hard when she saw that purse. The straps on it. Okay, the straps were this wide. It was one strap this wide, and when I put it over, it was just above my ankles. Is where it was, and it was just like he didn't know. Yeah, he tried, but my mother couldn't stop laughing when she saw it. She could not stop laughing. So for Mother's Day, guess what she got? She got the purse. Guys can't buy purses. No, no. Do not buy purses. Women can't even buy purses for another woman because we might want, I need a packet here for my phone and I want a zipper thing here. A woman can't buy another woman a purse. They're just too individualized. We have to look at 150,000 of them before we go, "Oh yeah, this will work." I mean, they got to be just right. So guys, don't even go there. You could give her a certificate to buy a purse. This is meant because I know you want a purse, but I want you to pick it out. But don't go there. Don't go there. He's good. No, Zip Dad's good. Love you too. Shirt size. Zip Dad is funny. He bought me something, and what did he buy me? And it was like a specific size. And he asked the woman to help him, and he's like, "Well, how big is she?" And well, she's kind of your size. So he got it right. He got it right. He got it right. And you bought a purse, Rock? The Rock machine? Wow, let me tell you, pretty darn good. Too personal. Oh, I love it. Edia. That's good. That's good. That's good. Yay. Oh yeah, and if yes, toughest. You take her to the store, and when she's distracted. Well, if you're like me, I'm distracted by everything in the store, and if, most women we got to touch everything, then go around and touch it again. But if she goes around and picks something up, clue. Hello there, Billy A. How are you? Take away on lovey dovey one part for you, other part. Wait a minute. Lovey dovey, you other to me, so we have it together forever. One part for you, other to me, so we have it together for. When you find the right person, the puzzles fit. Everything fits. And with Simp Dad and I, we were older, so we knew what we didn't want. Remember, you guys, anybody can get married if you set your standards low enough, but that's not what you want in life. You want an equal partner. I describe marriage as you both are pulling the wagon. Okay? You're both pulling that wagon, and sometimes I'm in that wagon. I'm sick, or I broke a leg, or I did something, and he's got to pull the whole thing. Sometimes he's sick, he's out of work, and I got to pull the wagon. But nobody's in that wagon for the whole relationship, or it won't work because you'll drain the life out of the other person. It's got to be give and take. And you've got to talk and communicate. Because even at, what am I? I'm going to be 68 years old. I can't read minds. Communicate. Respectfully, though. Respectfully. The one thing that is not allowed in this home is name calling of any type. We all do stupid things. We all make mistakes. But you know what? You just zip it. It was a stupid thing to do. Why would you some kind of idiot? No, are you kidding? I love this man. Why would I say that to him? Even though he did something stupid. Why would I do that? Thinks he makes turtle dove ornaments. Good for 8 years. The difficult part is the longer it gets in keeping things fresh. Do new stuff. Take her on a Segway. Yeah. Think he means turtle dove ornaments, jewelry. Lovey-dovey, one part. Oh, really? Oh, so you have to. Oh, duh. No more callers. We got our winner. Oh, you mean like the nice little jewelry where it's like half a heart. You got one and she's. Yeah, I like that stuff. We like to be nurtured. We don't like to be hovered on. Well, all right, let me talk. I'm talking general because maybe some of you do. We like to be nurtured. We like to be surprised and treated well, and I think you guys do too, right? Right? Just go on. You guys, one thing you guys have that I didn't have is the internet. So if you run out of ideas, punch in. How can I surprise my girlfriend? You got you're gonna have 100,000 ways that you've never thought of to do it. But to keep it fresh, let her know that she's important to you. The one thing that Simp Dad used to do, he does it some more, is he would say to me, we've been together a long time. He goes, "Oh, Deb, you're so beautiful." He would in the morning, every morning for years. And I said, "When did you stop doing?" I never even noticed that he stopped doing that. And I said, "What did I age out of this?" And he's like, "Or we're just getting old. We're just getting old." But we respect each other. Number one, we respect each other. We listen to each other. And if you get into an argument, let me give you a little bit of advice. We we don't argue for one thing. I mean, we have disagreements, of course. It would be unhealthy not to have disagreements. But the one thing that you don't do is you don't put somebody in a corner. Because when you do that, you're forcing them to come out at you. In other words, you did this, and when you did this, why would you do something so stupid when you did that in the first place? And then the person's going to come out. What you say is, when that happened, I felt like this. I felt betrayed. I mean, you're kind of saying you're internalizing it, but letting them know that rather than pointing the finger, you're kind of letting them know how you feel. And then someone might go, "Well, I never meant to do that. My intention was this." But when you shout at someone and put them in the corner, they just come out. I mean, you're elevating the situation or escalating, not elevating, escalating the situation. You don't want to do that. You're putting gas on a fire. What you want to do is put sand on it to put it out. But communication, respectfully communicating. What's the best gift I've ever received? My children. My kids for the best gift and some dad. Best Christmas gift would be when Simply wrote us all a song. And sponge candy from Oliver's. Hello there, Bushika. I've been well. I hope you are too. Random flowers argument. Flowers should come for no reason, I think. It should be a surprise. This is just to let you know how much I care about you and love you. I was thinking about you all day, wanted to bring you something special. Yeah, I guess they're okay for like an argument. I just I'd rather get them for no reason, just because someone thinks I'm special. But if you screw up, yeah, do something real nice to her. Yeah, for her, not to her, for her, maybe to her. Your old manager does that to her employees. What would I wish Simply would do in a year? Ooh, interesting. What does a lady get us? You guys are easy. Guys are easy. You guys are easy. There's various things that you can give a guy that you don't have to go to a store for. If you catch my drift. Okay. Or just something special for them. Their favorite candy bar or something. Something sweet. Simply would do in 1 year. Wow. now that he's 25, I'm hoping in a couple of years that he finds his soulmate. That's what I would love, so that he can make the journey with someone. But I hope it is not a streamer. It is my hope that he does not date streamers. And the reason being is that when when you date you guys know, when you date a big streamer, you break up. Where do we all go? You know, whose kids are we, right? But if you're if she's a professional outside of streaming, you have two different worlds, and they won't collide. And so two different interests, instead of, her saying, what she knows everything in the streaming community. He can say what he wants to share with her. And if she's into streaming, fine. And if she isn't, I think that would be my wish. I would love for him to meet a professional, someone like-minded like him. And because I think that he would like a family one day and like to settle down. I think closer to 30, I'm sure. But that would be my wish, is that he would find a soulmate to have some fun with. That would be my wish. You're going to see Simply on Friday? Are you really? Good deal. Flour's nice. Bring me sour cream donut. And there you go, Lord Bobby. But yeah, what that person likes is a treat. Food works for you too? Yeah. Great, great. No, Simply is, that's why I'm hoping he doesn't even consider marriage until he's like 30-ish. That he's met somebody for a few years and they see that they zig and zag together. So you've got to court for a little bit, right? The non-mushroom place, let's hope. Oh, the colliding worlds theory popularized by Seinfeld. Yes, indeed. I think it would be good to have. I think so too. So they have something different to talk about, because I think sometimes a streamer, I don't want to talk about streaming. I don't want to talk about streamers. I want to talk about, what did you do today? And I think that would be very cool. So my hope is that he does meet someone that's not a streamer. I also saw, what happened with Ms. Amaya, and that was like, wow. It was just too public. And that's a very private time for someone, because they're grieving a loss, and to have to turn it on. And I wouldn't want him to have to go through that. Food, definitely. A good sausage? Oh, grief. All right. Or a block of what? Oh, man. If I can say that right, do I get a prize? Let's go. Schwartz, waiter, water, Schinken. A block of Schwartz, waiter, Schinken. Tell me what that is. It must be delicious with a name like that. Except if Cheese asked him to get married. Well, maybe Miz will ask him to get married. I'm doing great. How are you doing? Hey, Nudies, are you going on your subathon? I had great fun watching last night. Oh, I'm making cupcakes. I'm making strawberry shortcake cupcakes. Every single streamer I know has said not gonna want others. Let me watch a few. Oh, I think they handled their breakup magnificently. I truly do. But it had to be, and I don't. It had to be very difficult. It had to be very difficult, because who gets custody of the chat? Your subathon is tomorrow. You guys check out Nudies, the naughtiest cartoon. Nudies, put your shout out. Nudies, you gotta show me how to do the shout outs. Okay, this weekend, show me how to do the shout outs. Nudies is a cartoon that is a hoot and a half. So subathon is tomorrow. Okay, you guys check in the naughtiest cartoon on Twitch. Kind of a German ham. Oh, Miss says he wants to be your son-in-law. I'd love for that. What's the difference between normal cake and shortcake? Recipe and baking wise. Strawberry shortcake. You know what? I call these strawberry shortcake, but they're not. They're not. A shortcake could be a number of different things, like an egg-based cake. Or it could be, when we do strawberry shortcake in the States, it's with angel food cake. That doesn't have any egg yolks in it. It has egg whites and no egg yolks. This is just a yellow cake mix that instead of putting in the oil, I put in butter. And instead of putting in the water, I put in milk. This is like a quick hack to make the cakes taste rich and delicious, and not like a cake mixie. So now they're nice and cool. So let's get cracking with this strawberry frosting. Then we'll give away some prizes, okay? Ms. and Simply. I'd love it. Shout out, give it annuities. Yay. Yes. All right. Ratuta. All right, let's go. So you guys write this down. This is going to be the best tasting frosting you ever have. I need more gloves. Oh no! Danger, Will Robinson! Danger, Will Robinson! I took microbiology in college. I've never been the same. That's why I wear gloves. You don't want to know what's underneath people's fingernails. You know what? And I just don't get it when these cooking shows are on and they're touching the food. It's like, don't put your fingers on my food. You might have been picking your nose or your butt or something. Oh, the hounds are in. Well, I'm not sure, Echo Motion. That's my take on it. Is it the happy, not the CBD, and it's the other legal in that state? CBD is legal here, I think. I have no use for that, but I wish that they would legalize pot coast to coast. Then I'm going to invest in Frito-Lay and be rich. And the munchies come in. Yahoo! All right, let's see what we got here. All right, I gotta wash. I've got to wash. I've got another pan. I always like to have two pans, so that when one is in the, I have to clean the other one at the same time. So what we're going to do is we are going to make a delicious frosting. So I do have to clean this beater though. There's two around. All right. Is everybody having a good day today? Frito-Lay, yes. It's great to see you too, Mystic Blue. Always eat before you smoke. It dulls the munchies. Really? Oh, I don't. You guys, I mean, it is so mindlessly easy to have your hand somewhere. Okay, when doctors scrub up for surgery, they have their hands up. They can see their hands. They're sterile. The hands are up. Right? When you're in a kitchen, your hands are all over, and you might go, oh, there's a dead fly. You know, oh, I got a niche. Oh, I got a niche. You know, and then you've got all that stuff under your fingernails, and then somebody else is eating it. No, I don't wanna. I don't wanna. I don't wanna. All right, so I'm gonna clean this. I have nice hot water. I have our heater turned up so high, and I made these scrubbies. I'll make you guys some too. I will get going with that. I love these. Some of you, I think, a couple of you have gotten these. I love to add an extra gift when I can, when I'm making gifts for you guys. And these scrubbies are one of my favorite things. Look at this, you guys. I put a heart on it on a washcloth. I made that with the embroidery machine. I left one at Missy's house too, so he could use that to clean, or his housekeeping service. The ladies will come. I felt so bad. We bought all that stuff and I didn't even get a chance to use it. I showed Simply you've got an immersion blender, so when you make sauce, you can make it really, 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 really nice. Yelling fire. What? Did you see XQCW? No, I've never met X. Have I met XQC? Was he at Was XQC at the OTK event last year where I went and I gave everybody cookies? You're always washing. Use a scrub daddy. Oh, I would love to. I would love to go down there and do cooking. Maybe maybe next time I go down there and get everybody out in the kitchen and have them learn to make roses or something. Okay, so what we've got to do first is we've got to smash the strawberries. And a bullet. I love the bullet. We bought Mizzy a bullet. So we've got to smash these because they've got to go through the pastry bag, the tip. Now, when you buy these, sometimes they have the little food the little package in here that keeps them drier. And one time I didn't see it, and I blended it up and had to throw the whole batch out. And these are like $5 a pop, so it's not cheap. So I'm making sure that little white package isn't in there. But like I said, sometimes there is, sometimes there isn't. These are delish. Make sure there's no moisture in here because you want them to stay powder dry. Sorry for the noise. There's still some lumps in there. You know, maybe I can get that other. No, let me just give this another mix. Okay, so I am going to take 2 sticks of butter at room temperature. Land O'Lakes is my favorite butter. I myself personally eat 1 pound of butter a week. I just and once I learned how good it was for you, or and I'm not giving medical advice. It just works for me. Okay, I'm in perfect health for an old bat. For an old bat, so I'm doing 2 sticks because I'm going to double the frosting. Why? Oh, because real strawberries real strawberries. If you were to put real strawberries in frosting, you better eat it within a couple hours or it's going to taste funny. These are freeze dried. So that I'm going to freeze these and they're going to be fine. I would never freeze fresh strawberries and then use them afterwards. Too much moisture to work with. And this is perfect because it gives a nice pink color. I don't like using food color. I just don't. And this gives a wonderful color to the frosting. So I'm going to plug it. Oh yeah. Okay. Let me just do these other berries first. What do you want now? I just want to make sure. There seems like there's still some lumps in here. Bear with me. A couple of lumps are okay, but you've got to be able to get them through the pastry bag. I love the little bullet. Okay. Are you a lump or are you a still some lumps? One more time. Sorry for your ears. And I just might use a thing too. I don't want any I don't want any lumps. So I'm gonna put the strainer in. Let's see what lumps we have. Oh, you naughty, naughty, naughty lump. Yellow, naughty lumps. I I helped. Chubby was helping to put was doing a lot of putting the stuff away because after we went shopping, I had to stream, and I was so tired. Because the night before is when my daughter-in-law broke her leg on the Segway, and so I was tired. I wish I was more rested because I'm a lot more funny when I'm not tired. Well, not funny, but I maybe quicker. Okay, so now we're gonna do another package of these. Again, watch out because sometimes they do have that packet in there. And I think that there's much more flavor because I'm using so many berries. Not you little Dickens. And these are very flavorful. Because sometimes fresh strawberries, sometimes you get a batch that aren't all that sweet. They also make raspberries and chocolate. When I do weddings, I would say that probably the most requested is the chocolate raspberry cupcakes made the exact same way I'm doing this, only with the raspberries. Now, if you wanted to wake up the flavor a little bit, you could put in lemon juice if you wanted to, but I don't think it needs it. We're just gonna push all you little puppies in there. Wait till you see. I wish you guys could taste this. And let go. I was thinking, what can I make for the neighbors? I'm going to start next week with Christmas cookies. I'm going to make the family favorites. One year I made, I don't know, 20 something different kinds of cookies and 3 kinds of fudge. Too many to keep track of. All right. Let's go. Whoops. All right. You guys still there? There you are. All right. So right now I've got just the butter and the strawberries in here. Let's go. Oh, that's just no. That's when people rave, people are like, "I'm not watch this bimbo." I get it because sometimes rage you get some treasures, and sometimes you get not some treasures. That's okay. You guys stick around if you want. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to put in the confectionery sugar. I should probably sift it. It's for the new neighbors. Well, maybe I'll sift it. Maybe I won't. Hold on. I don't want to sift it. Do I want to sift it? You know what? I was looking for Missy's kitchen. I was looking for one of these. These are always a nifty little thing to have. This is an old one. This is a really old one. It's called Rival. Look at this. Can you see that? This is an oldster. It's probably older than me. Yeah, let's just dump it in. Okay, I'm putting in like 6 or 7 cups of. I have the recipe on my Discord, and I'm going to get some half and half, half and half, half cream, half milk. Let's go. Then we're going to frost these puppies and be done. Then we'll give away surprises. All right. And it might need a little bit more of something. Who knows? We will know. I'll put a little bit of vanilla in. Why not? Vanilla is always good. And I'm going to put in the confectionery. I really should have put the butter in this in when I'm talking too much, but it doesn't matter because I'm going to whip it good. Who do we have? Hello there. Saki Burrito, how are you? Thank you so very much. I have so many questions. What does sifting do? Sifting gets rid of the lumps. So when you're making like when I make wedding cakes and I'm making frosting them, you don't want to see lumps because lumps look very amateurish and it makes it so. But because these are cupcakes that I'm going to kind of swirl around, you're really not going to see them. And if you do, it's okay. It's kind of warm here, so that um the Philadelphia cream cheese has been sitting out a while. Not a while, just a couple hours. It is room temperature. It is for sure. This one looks kind of funny. I gotta taste it, make sure it's okay. I don't think I'm gonna use that one. No. This one, this one looks good. This one looks like this. I don't like the way it looks. I'll maybe give it to the dogs. I don't like to waste food. You got a new neighbor and haven't met them? It's been a month, so now it feels weird. That's why I'm making them. I bringing over gifts. Whenever we get a good new neighbor, I bring over things for the kids, try to find out their kids' names before, because we're a nosy neighborhood and people will usually say, yeah, they got a 3-year-old name this and a 4-year-old name this. So I like to get the names of the kids. And this could be dicey because this is cold. I'm going to have to zap this for just a second. I typically don't do that, but that other one doesn't look right. And man, can you imagine if you made something and somebody got sick, because they didn't put it at the right temperature or something? The cream cheese looks funky to me, and I'm not going to use it. Okay. Let's see if we can. Let's throw it in. Let's throw it in. Two things. I'm doubling the recipe, okay? Typically, because I'm going to put lots of frosting on. And this frosting will freeze too. So if I will have leftover. Have at it. We're going to get it in that mix. So I'm going to scrape it down. Doesn't it look good? Yummy. Yum. Isn't that pretty pink? Doesn't that look good? Yeah, go meet your neighbors. You've never spoken to any of your neighbors, really? I had a neighbor, they've since sold. They were only there a short time and then they moved somewhere and she had a baby. She had a 3-year-old and she had a baby. Nella, just because the mixer's on, I'm not making cookie dough. Nella, my dog, is right here because she just loves cookie dough. And so she called me. She said, "Could you come babysit the new baby?" And it's like they didn't know me. And I said, "Yeah." So I babysat, I don't know, 2 or 3 times, and then they moved. She didn't have family. I was happy to do it. I don't know that I could ask somebody I didn't know to watch my kids, though. Boy. Well, usually when you tell people you're a nurse, they kind of don't think you're a serial killer or anything. Although I did watch a movie about a nurse that would kill people with insulin and what did Jackson? The Good Nurse. It's on Netflix. Did you guys see that? True story. I just want to get all the goodness in there. No, Nella, you can't have any of this, sweet little girl. Let's whip it. We're going to whip this good. It already looks really good. It doesn't look like there's many lumps at all, but we're going to keep whipping it a little bit. And then I'm going to show you how easy it is to frost these cupcakes. And then we're going to give gifts. You don't like sweets? Oh my God. Doggo wants to look, yes. Philip baby. Wow. Wow. I guess serial killers come in all kinds, huh? Nurse, how do you kill a baby? How do you harm a child? You look at that innocent face and hurt them. I just there's a special place in people. There's a special place in hell for people who harm the vulnerable, who abuse animals. There's a special place in hell. You might escape it on this earth, but you're not going to escape it the next time around and harm something that only wants to love you. I can't watch it. Anytime someone posts a video about an animal, I can't watch it. Hey, we're almost there. I see some mookie pookie. I want to get it all mixed in best I can. Oh, this looks luscious. Yum, yum, yum. I wish you guys were here so you could all taste this. Because once you taste this, there's no other one you want to do. I think that's good. Nella, do you want to taste? She's here licking her chops. I usually don't let her lick off our stuff. You guys don't tell Simp Dad. I don't let her lick off our utensils, but I got a dishwasher. Can you guys see? Here. Come here. Easy as you can. Is that good? I didn't get her on my glove. That's Nella. Nella's such a love. Okay, let's do this. What do you think, Nella? Did you like? She's licking her chops. Did you like that? You're such a good girl. Don't tell him I did that. That's Nella. Nella's named after one of our favorite dogs, whose name was Lena, who died. And she was such a good dog that I jumbled up the letters to make Nella. Nella had big hoofs to fill up, and she did. All right, so now let's do the fun part. Let's do the fun part. All right. There's a website, I believe it's called Bake It Pretty. I think it's called Bake It Pretty, where you can get these tips. I think they have 4 of them. I left some for I left Mizzy one. I don't have the one here. I left Mizzy one. But they have the plain one, and they have 2 of these. One that's kind of straightforward, one that's kind of curved in, and then they have the one with all the little ridges all around it. And I left Mizzy that one. I think we'll do this one. Bake It Pretty, I think it's called, where I got these tips. I have a set down in Arizona too. Now I gotta find scissors. Scissors! Scissors! My kitchen scissors vanish like the wind. Oh, come on. Oh, Yahoo! Kitchen scissors a must. We bought Ms. 3 pairs of kitchen scissors. So I'm going to do is cut it not too big. Let's see. About here. Cutting a bag. I like these disposable pastry bags. Years ago when I did cakes, you'd have to wash the bags out and use them again. And I just don't think that's sanitary enough. I just don't. And we're going to put a bag in here. A tip in the bag. And I didn't cut it quite enough. Okay, let's make it lower. You could use a freezer bag, but they're clumsy to hold on to. Could murder a cupcake. You could, no, I don't believe that. They're called tips. And this is number, if they're Wilton numbers all their tips. No, this is an Atiko? 829, made in Korea. Number's 829. All right. So I like to have, to fill the bags, you almost need someone to hold the bag. But when you don't have someone to hold the bag, you look for like a huge cup or a vase to put it in. And my Simply's not here and I don't have a chair. Oh, danger, Will Robinson. All right, let's see what we got up here. That's too narrow. I have big glasses. I like to get the big glasses. Okay. I'm going to use this. I probably have to fill this up twice. Oh, I got a taste. Here, you guys, you will all taste. This is not the spoon I let the dog lick on. Here, you first. Here, open up.
Chat. It's done. Make yourself at
Hello there.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. I'm streaming.
Oh, I didn't know that. I'll call you later.
Anything you need?
Nope, nothing.
Okay. All right. Love you.
Okay, call me back.
All right. Bye. That's my daughter-in-law. She kind of sounded like she needed something, didn't she? Maybe she wants Frank back, her other dog. Okay. So get off as much as you can and then lick the rest. Okay. That's your prize for cooking, is you get to lick the beater. The kids like the KitchenAid because there's a big beater, lots of cookie dough on it. And I know you're not supposed to eat raw cookie dough, but I haven't died from it yet. And that's, sometimes I like the cookie dough better than the cookies. No, I'm sorry, you can't lick my beater. But maybe some dead ones. Okay, so now I'm going to fill up this. There's a couple different ways you can frost it a million different ways. But I want these to look like they came from a bakery, not like a kindergartner did them. Because I think when you're giving stuff to people that don't know you, you kind of want to make it look really nice. Now, are you thinking something's going to fall into your mouth? Is that what you're thinking, you sweet angel? And this would be good to like 2 or 3. Whatever's left over will be good for 2 or 3 weeks in the fridge without any problem at all. I used to do weddings all the time, man. I don't do them anymore. And you know what? That's okay. They're a lot of work. Wedding cakes and cupcakes. So I'll show you 3 ways that I like to decorate. Because sometimes, say somebody wanted a batch of something and I didn't. Now I've got a ton of frosting. But sometimes maybe I only made enough. I only had 1 stick of cream cheese, so I have to do it sparingly. I'm making a mess. Let me get a. I ripped my hand. I shouldn't do that. Okay. And people hold their bags a bunch of different ways. There's a couple ways I like to hold it too. I've been doing this forever. Chocolate frosting is the most finicky frosting to work with. Oh, I gotta tell you that. Okay. So you could just do a round, okay? Or you could do just a dollop, or you could do a shivery dollop, which is kind of, I got to get these centered better. I think I'm going to do the swirl. You guys think the swirl? The swirl. Okay, let's do the swirl. All right, go around and up. If you want to just do the dollop, it uses less frosting. Like I said, if times come when I don't have a lot of frosting, but I want to get something made. And like I said, these will freeze beautiful. So I am going to, I'll take them out an hour before I bring them to the neighbors. I don't want them to break their teeth. Isn't it pretty? And then they'll have like a sliver. Oops, I stuck my finger in one. They'll have a sliver of a strawberry on them. Again, the frosting is just butter, cream cheese, confectionery sugar, a little bit of vanilla, a little bit of half and half, and the freeze-dried strawberries. And I have seen them at the Walmart. I'm just a Trader Joe's kind of girl. It kind of looks just a little bit more professional when you use a tip. Now you could also just have a round edge. If all you had was a freezer bag, you could cut just a little slice off and they'd look like, just round, kind of like the poop emoji, but not, you know what I'm saying. Pretty, huh? Almost done. How easy was this? Just the strawberry flavor comes through so good. Get some more down in the bag. Get down there. If you look at the bag, look at all the strawberry, the dots of the strawberries. Isn't it pretty? But I was thinking, I almost made him a cake, and I said, no, we'll do cupcakes. Cupcakes will be just perfect. One more. Yeah, my bag's just about empty, and they're all done. What do you think? In the freezer, I will put these in a plastic container with a lid so that I can not let any other um, odors get to them. Although I do keep baking soda in my freezer, so there shouldn't be any odors in there. Always good to have baking soda in your freezer. When I did a wedding, the last wedding I did was be 2 years ago down in Arizona. And I wanted to freeze the cupcakes before, and I said, let me check out your freezer because if it smells like onions, they're going to taste like onions. And okay, what do you think? Easy breezy. Who's going to try this? Who's going to make some strawberry cupcakes? Hello. Wrap them up with fish flies. There you go. Yeah. Yahoo. So there we have it. There we have it. How about that? Yay. Cream cheese frosting. Never had strawberries though. Oh, Lauren, it is absolutely, it's like you could get a bowl and sit in front of the TV. And I do have enough to make maybe half a batch. Here, you guys taste again. Here you go. Mm. Oh my God. Echo motion. When I do weddings, I freeze everything. I freeze the wedding cake. Oh yeah. I always freeze. For one thing, when you're working with huge layers in a wedding cake, these big layers, I freeze them first, frost, and then throw them back in the freezer. I have for years. Have you had the Sara Lee frozen cakes? In the freezer department, Sarah Lee makes these delicious cakes, and when they're thawed, oh, there's a fly. You better not land on anything, or you're going to be one dead fly. You better find another place to go, buddy boy. Um, oh, I don't like the fly. Hold on. But anyways, the the freezer makes them moister. I don't know why. It just does. So they taste. I think they just taste better. I just do. Okay. I don't like that fly. So what I'll do is leave a couple out for the fam. Put the rest of these with the cover on. I'm always, because of dust, always wipe out everything I pull out of a cabinet. I just don't want any surprises. We got hounds. And especially if you have cats. Oh my goodness. That cat hair is in the air all the time. Please don't put you in the thinking chair. You don't want to go in the thinking chair? That's what I did with the kids growing up. Simply, the only time Simply was in the thinking chair, he was such a good little guy, is when he put himself in there. He put himself, that's too much light. There. Better? My ghost. Ooh. Maybe okay. He put himself in the thinking chair. And I happened to walk in and said, what are you doing? Well, I did wrong and I put myself in the chair. And well, what did you do? Something that I would have never put him in the chair for. He was such a good little guy. He's a wonderful man. Okay, so I'm going to put these in. And these will be good for at least a month. When I do a wedding, I do the baking like a week before. Nice. Because you can't freeze them once you put fruit on them. And I'm going to be putting fruit on them. So once I take them out, I'll let them thaw and put a little sliver of a strawberry on. And delish. Okay. I just don't want that fly. I just want to have more control over my cupcakes. Now, I would say that my carrot cake cupcakes are probably the most popular in Arizona. When I make those, I double the batch, so I have almost 80 cupcakes in my freezer. Sometimes people get rowdy down there, they'll bang on my door. I know there's cupcakes in here. It's funny. Just, you guys, you have so much to look forward to. Growing old has been a hoot. A hoot and a half. And I would have never believed it if you told me when I was 20 that, oh, you're going to love being 60. I'd be going, what the hell are you smoking? But the 60s have been my favorite decade ever. Okay. There we go. And these I will put, I bought Ms. one of these. I bought Ms. a nice plastic keeper that he could put cookies under, because they got the cat and Choppy is, even though Choppy's a big boy, Choppy jumps up on the counter. Ooh, I've got these pretty plates that I bought in clearance. How pretty are these? Isn't that pretty? Presentation, presentation, presentation. Oh, yes. Voila. Ta-da. And I'll find tops for you, but I'll be able to control. Okay, let's give some gifts away. And then we're going to call it for today. And I hope that you enjoyed being with me. Want to remind you, I'll be back Saturday night. Don't know what I'm talking about. Whoever knows what I'm talking about. Once this woman goes off on a tangent, you never think I almost need a lifeline. Come back, little Sheba. You notice that I haven't shut up? That's why streaming for me is a little easier, because I don't shut up. And some people, it's like I've been on their streams and they don't talk. Yeah. I don't shut up. Except Dad married me for his own amusement pleasure. I'm certain of it. But look how pretty that these will look given to the neighbor in one of these. So they'll get, see how pretty that'll be? Two new neighbors, two cupcakes. The other neighbor, I have a third neighbor, but they were here. They've been here 6 months, and I delivered cupcakes. And her little boys, she said, "Do they have eggs in them?" And I said, "Yeah." "Oh, my boys are allergic to eggs." I said, and she had two boys, one 3 and one 6 or 7, and they were looking at the cupcakes. I ran home, made eggless cupcakes, put sprinkles all over them, and brought them back over for the boys. How can you not? You know? And she was telling my son, she goes, "Yes, I met your mother. She's the one that my sons couldn't have eggs, and so she made them eggless cupcakes." And hey, you know what? You give anytime you do something nice, it comes back, you guys. So just for doing that, right? I mean, it was no big deal. You know, I'm retired, and I knew that those little boys would light up like little Christmas trees, and they did. And so that made my day. I found this recipe for homemade pecan sandies that we might have to try. That sounds pretty good. You have so much fun bake. It is Echo Motion, and I just love. What would you think of a? I don't know what that is. Aeroplane. What is it? Aeroplane. Ah, Slim Jimmy. Oh, thank you so much. You wouldn't put that much effort in? Do you have to put sand in them? Yes, you do have to put sand, but Lord Bob, you have to sift the sand. And it's got to be the light colored sand, not just. Hey, I've got a picture. I'll show you just a quick picture of for the new people. Don't you love your phones? I mean, you bring your pictures everywhere. Let me see. 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 I know. You guys. Oh, I gotta put these in. I gotta put these in order. These were the 9 flavors of cupcakes that I made for my son's wedding. 9 flavors of cupcakes plus Italian butter cookie. The only thing that you're missing there is the white with white. I love to garnish. See, they're all garnished too. It's fun. But anyways, baking is hey, everything tastes so good. My guys, they walk right by in the grocery store. Wait a minute. Hey, who you barking at? Frankie, come. Frank, who wants one? That'll get him. Come on. Who wants one? You want one? You want one? Levi. That'll get him. Let me give him a treat. Frank, come over and say hi to everybody. Come here, Hannah. This is my grand dog, Frank. Frankie, come over here. Come here, Frank. Yes, Frankie, sit. Can you come up? Can you come up? Can you come up? Frank? Teddy? Frank? No? Okay. You're an oldster. You're 7 years old. Teddy the bedwetter is right here. Come here, Ted. Teddy, come. You're so cute. Okay. Teddy got his nuts cut off, so now he's a newt. Teddy, you're nutless. Yes, but he's a really cute little dog. He's there, Teddy. Isn't he cute? He's adorable. We love our hounds. We love our hounds. Oh, Nellie, now you come in. Come on, sweet angel. Come on. Come on. Yes, you get a treat too. Come here, Nell. Oh, Nella, show everybody. The one thing I like about Nella. Let's see if I can get her in close. Come on. Take this. Nella, listen to me. As nice as you, Teddy, down. As nice as you can. All right? No, nicer than that. Nicer than that. Got to teach dogs not to grab stuff because you might have little kids around and they take their fingers with it. Hello there. Yeah, no nut November for Teddy. I love it, Echo. Love it. Yes. Got his nuts cut off. It's a responsible thing to do when you're a pet owner. Use kinetic sand for a brand new flavor. Now there you go. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. You're an insane dog person. Who couldn't love something that only wants to love you? That's all they want to do. They only want to love you, kiss you, squeeze you, and call you Sam. Well, maybe not call you Sam. Can you see my mess here? Oh my. Danger, Will Robinson. All right, let's give a couple gifts away. Can someone even say can someone? So I have an Aussie Doodle, a Labradoodle, and Frank, the black dog, is a Golden Doodle. Well, I'm a fan of the doodles because they don't shed, except for Nella sheds, but she's such a good dog.
What do you got?
She's such a good dog. I have strawberry cupcakes. You want one?
You said the word.
All right, you can give them a taste test. You can tell people here. Pick which one. I've got the bear. Okay, and then we're going to. There we go. Tell me what you think. All right, so let's give away gifts. So what I first want to do is let's get the ball going. They're all doodles. Yes, Ratuda. They're all doodles. Years ago when I was working at the hospice, we'd get the paper in the morning and they had this full page thing about the new designer dog doodles. And I thought they were the ugliest thing. And then we got one. And it's like, they're smart. They don't shed. Well, Nella sheds. She's such a good girl. She's a keeper anyways. Yeah. All right, let me go here. Let's go into, first what I want to do is, you guys know what I do. Let's put it in competition mode. All right. Let's go there. Let's go there. First gift. I'm just doing 2 gifts tonight. I'm going to do 3 on Saturday, but 2 tonight because I am far behind. I'm gifting a few of Mrs. When I did the shopping, I asked for people that, whoever gifted Ms. the most, I was going to make them gifts. And I took the top 3 gifters. And so I'm working on their gifts too. And so I've got behind. I hate being behind. All right, let's bring up the ball. All right. So who gets the first gift tonight? Where is it? Why didn't it come up? Come up. There it is. Okay. I want a sub that's never received a gift. First sub that's never received a gift that says me wins. Hey, Carson, how you doing? No, it doesn't have to be North America. I ship around the world. I have gifts in Australia. I have gifts in Africa. I have gifts in New Zealand. I have gifts in South Korea. I have gifts all over the world.
You know what'd be good?
What?
Core of the cream.
A core.
Get inside. Like,
did you put even more of it in there? How are they?
It's good, but with the frosting on top, you don't get any of the inside, and it's a little bit dry on the inside. So if you put it like a core of cream in the middle, and put the cream on top.
So what you're saying is more frosting.
More frosting on the inside.
Okay, me. Okay, here we got AJ. AJ, are you a sub? You have to be a sub. You have to be a sub. Are you a sub?
Subscribe.
Subscriber. First sub that says me. Did I miss anybody? Oh, but you know what? Stick around for the next drawing because the next drawing, it can be anybody. It can be anybody. So who is a sub that's never received a gift? Say me.
Me.
You?
Me.
Oh, that counts. A sleepy bookworm. It counts. A sleepy bookworm. So what I need for you to do, my friend, is to whisper me your email. I will reach out to you. You could get a tote bag. You could get a hand towel, beach towel, pillowcase, apron, bib, hats. I got all kinds of stuff. Once we get to Arizona, I've got lots of clothes. I've got t-shirts, sweatshirts. No thanks. I've got all kinds of clothing down there. So a sleepy bookworm, if you reach out to me on whisper me your email. Okay, right at the top, you're going to see like a conversation box. Click on that, put your email in there, and I'll reach out to you. Okay? All right, now, anybody, what you have to do is do this. Exclamation, the number 8, the word enter, then push enter. Everybody, you don't have to sub. It could be your first time here and it's your lucky day. Anybody, everybody, come on in. Come on in. And
did I get a package?
Oh, yes, I think so. I think so, love. I heard the dogs bark earlier, so perhaps. Yep. So everybody chime in. And once you're in, we'll pick And I'm going to be giving away 3 prizes on Saturday night. And the first one is going to be do a sub. I tried to reward folks that sub, but I get it. If you can't afford it, I get it. Been there, okay? And I don't want to exclude anybody. But I have sent gifts. The only place that I cannot send a gift is Russia. Somebody won from Russia 2 weeks ago, and I took it to the post office, and the post office called me because my number's on the international forums and said, because of the conflict, we're not sending anything to Russia. So that person, I think they wanted a D's Nuts hat. And so that's, I will hold on to that until we can. But I'm in Australia, South America. Where's my thing? It's upstairs. I have a map where I am, and we're all over. Lots in Canada. Lots and lots and lots. What's cooking? Good looking. I made I call them strawberry shortcake cupcakes only because it's clever. They're not really a shortcake, but they're strawberry frosting on a delicious yellow cupcake. And they're going to go in the freezer. And when they come out, they'll even be more moist because it's just like the crystals in there. It just makes them more moist. Put a sliver of a fresh strawberry on, and they're going to the neighbors, brand new neighbors. Yahoo! Right? They are good. They are good. Oh, I'm a good neighbor. I'm a good neighbor. For years, I supplied the neighbors with Christmas cookies, and then it just got too much. It got too much. So I picked my very favorite. And then if I don't have anybody, I'll drop some off at the fire department. But I have neighbors. I have neighbors. I love to bake. You know, a clever way to eat that cupcake as fast as you can shove it in your face. That's how you do it. Gorgy, gorgy, gorgy. Okay, let's go. Is everybody in it? Yeah. Ooh. Is everybody in it? Got to be in it to win it. 4 ads running right now. Okay, I'll wait. Sorry about that. But the ads generate revenue, and the money that I get, I use for postage. Because to send a hat across in the continental United States, it's like $5. To send it to Canada, it's $15. To send it to Australia, it's like almost $40. So I'm not streaming to get rich because that will never happen, and that's not why I do it. And I don't ever want to be a big streamer, so do not tell anybody that you're here, okay? Because I love to be able to chat with you, and Mrs. Chat would be a nightmare because it's just I'd have to be on drugs, or you'd have to be on drugs. One of us would work. Do you have a site where you sell your merchandise? I sell nothing, Eggs Blake. I gift the world. I sell nothing, and I will never sell anything. That would take the fun out of it. It would take the fun. And I've had many, many, many streams when everybody in the stream has won. And so then it's like, thank you so very much.
Donated $10.
Thank
you
you
so much. Dot. Boo.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I've had many streams when all my followers are in and they've all won. I actually have one person that's won 11 times. And once in a while, when I get behind, I send random gifts out. You know, if I see somebody that's been following me a long time and they haven't won in a while, they might get something. I do. I sent out, last year, I gave out 42 pairs of pajama bottoms with a bitch slapper embroidered on them. And I do have bitch slappers too that I can gift to. It's just a fun thing. Hey, do you know how hard it is? Like I tell Miz, how hard it is for this old broad to find a table dancing job? I got to do something. And this keeps my skills up because when I go down to teach or to get everything going, it just helps. There's a Comfy Dumpies. Yeah, I gave out Comfy Dumpies. Yeah. Speaking of drugs, Simply needs to go easy on the shrooms. You better not be doing shrooms. She's refusing. No, I'm doing this because I love to do it. That is why I'm doing it. I'm not doing this to get rich. I'm rich in terms of having a wonderful family and a wonderful life and wonderful health. You can't put a price tag on that. Please take care of your body, your soul. I don't eat trans fat. I don't eat high fructose corn syrup. Every day for the last almost 20 years, this is my breakfast and lunch. I'm a pescatarian. I would never get enough protein. I don't eat meat. I haven't eaten meat in 54 years. Oh my God. Oh my God, half a century I haven't eaten meat. So I'm a firm believer in taking care of yourself. I had my labs done this year, and there's like she's like, you're like a teenager. There's nothing wrong with you. And I said, that's because I take good care of myself and I take probiotics every day and I take the supplements that I need. So do take care of your temple, because when you get to my age and you're in your 60s, it's Saturday every flipping day, guys, except Sunday. It's Saturday. Do we want to get up? Now let's roll around. Do we want to? I mean, everything still works. I can do everything you can do, maybe not as fast. I can enjoy everything you enjoy, maybe even better. But take care of your temple so that when you're my age, you're just savoring every minute. Because face it, how many more years do I have? I'm pushing 70. What do I have? Maybe 20 more years. I want to make them great. So take care of your body now and start thinking about retirement. Squirrel away a little bit when you can. So that you can play with kids your own age like we do. We go down to Arizona and play with kids our own age. Great time. Take care of your temple. Please, 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 please. All right? Drink lots of water. All right? Moderation. All right? With the drinking, moderation. I'm preaching. Pescatarian means that I'll eat seafood, but not any other forms of animals. I eat seafood, but not all the time. So I might eat seafood twice a month. I look like I don't even know what that is. I don't think I want to know what that is. Okay, wait a minute. You look like a snack. M. So I look like a snarly. Oh, I don't see it. Oh, it was deleted. I was going to make up some things. I was going to make up some words for that. But all right, Biscuit, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Okay. You drink 6 liters of water a day. That's too much, isn't it? 6 liters. Is 6 quarts? Liters like a little over a quart, isn't it? I drink about 8 16-ounce glasses of water a day. I drink a lot. Haven't had meat in 6 years. I would never let my kids be pescatarian. I insist that they be carnivorous. I want them eating meat. I want them about 1.5 gallons. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. 1.5 liters, 1.5 gallons. And before I go to bed, I drink like 16 ounces of water. And as soon as I get up, I drink 16 ounces. So I want to flush everything. Get it going for all the. And then I do snack on my candy. I do. You saw the candy I bought, and I will be consuming some of that. Okay, let's go. Because Cynthia wants to go get lottery tickets. So if I win, I can gift you guys. Why meat for your kids and not for me? Because it's such an excellent source of protein. Now, Simply, if Simply talks to you guys. He does a protein drink every day. He probably tells you that. And when he was 4 or 5, I learned about nutrition, and it's been a hobby of mine. Up to that point, I'd let him have cereal in the morning, and then once I found out how bad that was, I pulled it right away from him. And from age 5 until now, it was a choice of eggs or protein drink to start his day, because how you start your day is how you end your day. So if you start eating garbage, it's going to put you in like a trap where your blood sugar soars, insulin comes in, pushes it down, you're hungry again. But if you have protein, it kind of levels it a little bit. You don't get the spike, because as soon as you get the spike, you're going to get hungry. So when you feed your kids cereal and send them off to school, you're locked and loaded and full of sugar. And so that he said, and I would ship protein drink by the case up to college. And it just makes me, and when I took nutrition, I took this course in nutrition. I said, why would I do that? She goes, because you're going to feel so much better. And I'm like, yeah, right. Well, she was right. And I do feel so much better. And I start my body, the same thing every day, water, then protein drink. Okay. Let's go. So let's see, everybody in it? Let's go. It could be your lucky day. Cross your fingers, nose, toes, legs, eyes. Let's go. And the winner is tonight. Who do we have? Oh, I can't even see that. Are you still in chat, my friend? Can you guys see the winner? Congratulations. I'll be done in 2 shakes, my love. Congrats. What are we winning? There it is, BKK. All right, BKK. And are you here? Is the person still here? Congratulations. What can they win? They win whatever they want. They could win a Simply hat, a Simp Mom hat, a D's Nuts hat. They could win a custom hat. If they say, hey, can you put my name on a hat? Yeah, I can do that too. They could win a tote bag. beach towel, hand towel, tea towel, apron, pillowcase. I got all kinds of stuff, but I'll send you an email and I'll let you know what. And then what I'll need is what you want for your gift as well as your address, your full address. And I need full address because the one time I put somebody's Twitch name on there, it didn't get there, and the mailman says, "Well, what's the real name?" It's like, so we don't do that because I want you to get your gift. Could you pull simply to family run, Spartan run? He runs, he's a runner. I know it. I watched him get waxed. And then did you see him after? I goes, I kind of like it. Oh, he's a hoot. He's a hoot. Yes, there you go. There's BKK. Are you in the States or are you across the pond? And Vism, could you bring up the Mother Loaders really quick? And Mother Loaders are a group of streamers who started streaming as inspiration from me. They're my professional team. I would appreciate if you give them all a follow. There they are. They're all unique in their own ways. Some of them stream quite a bit. Some of them do not. Buttered Nudies is doing a subathon, and I'd love for you to pop in and see the naughtiest cartoon on Twitch. He's funny. He's got a lot of talent. And our newest member, who is let's see. Our newest Mother Loader, I want to give a shout out. Critter on, I love everybody. Faye and Critter. Good Vibin's our newest one. Holy Fry Pan. Jacko Jack's fucking crazy. He's very, they're all entertaining. They all offer something different. Lord Bobby's in here. Corgi likes animals. Lord Bobby's a ski coach for the college. I mean, we got all kinds of unique people. So give them a follow. Okay, I want to remind you is that your glass is half full, not half empty. Treat people the way you want to be treated, and you won't go wrong. Vism, are there any Mother Loaders on? Vism, do we have any Mother Loaders to raid? Corgi's going to be back. Corgi has crabs. She does go to a support group for it. No, I'm just kidding. Corgi loves animals. We'll read Jacko Jack. Jacko Jack. Oh, let me tell you about Jacko Jack. Jacko Jack had spun a wheel. And what he did was let me just get this ball out of my face. There's only one place I want a ball in my face, and this is not it. Let's get you down. Hold on. Oops, done. Let's go here. Get out of there. Get out. Jacko Jack spun a wheel for the worst haircut ever. What did it land on? A monk's haircut. Like a big donut on your head. And he did it. He had the monk's haircut. He just went bald to shave it off. I've never seen anybody with a monk's haircut. So we're going to rate him. We'll also remind you that many times in life, you cannot control what happens to you, but you do have 100% control over how you respond. All right, remember that. Because life can hand you some good stuff, and they can hand you some nasty stuff. And let's get Jacko Jack. But you gotta. He's a good fella. He's a good fella. Ray Jacko Jack. And what else to tell you? Probably my favorite thing is that kindness is free. Sprinkle that shit everywhere you go. You know, it's free. You know, just give somebody a smile, a wave. You know. And I hope to see you on Saturday night. We're going to have some fun. 3 gifts on Saturday night. And maybe sometimes when I stream, you can watch your gift being made. I'm not sure if I'm going to be up in my craft room or not. Do you guys want me up in the craft room for make your own gift night, or you just want a chat night? And tell your dad you love him. That's right. You never know how long they're going to be here. Yeah. You're homeless 7 years. I'm so glad that you're doing better. So glad that you're doing better. You guys, love you. Thank you for hanging out with me. I'm going to win Lotto. I'm going to go buy my ticket right now. And then we're really going to get the gifts away. All right. I love you guys. And next Wednesday, we're going to start making Christmas cookies. We're going to deck the halls with balls of holly. And we're going to do a Christmas special when Simply gets here. We're going to have fun. I got a lot to look forward to. You guys, I'm a former hospice nurse. Remember this. When you go to bed tonight and you wake up in the morning, those are your first 2 gifts of the day. All right. Embrace life. Make it happen. Live your dream. You got this. You got this. Love you guys. Bye.
Hello chat, the day is done. Make yourself at home, get your comfies on. Sim Mom's made some gifts for you. If you stick around, you can win some too. Every Wednesday, baking streams with treats that look divine. Every every Saturday cutting up with grown-up story time. We're hanging with Simp Mom. We're hanging with Simp Mom. Keep your language clean and fair, or you'll be stuck in the thinking chair. You could get bitch slapped.